Thank you for joining us on this ceasefire moment as I share some observations I made as reading through Genesis 7 in the Literal Standard Version. Here in verse 3, we notice that the reason for all of these animals coming onto the ark is to keep alive the seed on the face of the earth. We can see down here in verse 7 that they went into the ark out of the presence of the waters of the flood. We can also see here that it says clean beasts and not clean. So this is the first mention of clean and unclean. We have not seen a list yet, but Noah seems to know the difference. Down here in verse 11, it's interesting because on the 14th day of the second month, it becomes set up as the makeup for the Passover. And on the second month, on the 15th day, after the Israelite community was brought out of Egypt, was when they began to complain. And here, this happens all on the second month on the 17th day. So there's some things going on 14, 15, 16, 17 there. Later in the Bible, we'll see it pop up again, the second month. We'll see here that all the flesh came as God commanded him. So God commanded these creeping things and birds to come, and they came. They obeyed, just like Noah did. 15 cubits above the top of the mountains is, so a cubit is the length of an average forearm. So like from your elbow to your hand. And so it would be 15 of those approximately. It's interesting here that it specifies in verse 21 and 22 what was killed by the flood. It specifically says that all the flesh expired that was moving on the earth, in whose nostrils is breathed the breath of the living spirit, which we saw back in Genesis whenever he was creating everything. I don't know if that means anything or not. I was just noting that it was very specific to saying that. And if we look at this whole section here, and it said, and all the flesh expired among livestock, among beasts, among teeming things, all mankind. Basically, this is a complete reset back to Genesis 1, when there was nothing and then he created these things. It's like a reversal of Genesis 1 by the floods wiping everything out, and all the seeds are held in the ark safely, being removed from the waters.